Hello, guys. Welcome back to episode 3 of Decoding the Matrix. In this episode, we'll be going over this scene here. And starting on the next videos, on episode 4, we're going to be going from the beginning. I just wanted to put um, a few of the most important videos out first. And then the next videos, we're going to be going from the beginning of the first Matrix and forward. So I believe this one is one of the most memorable scene here. So I'm going to be playing it and then explaining to you guys to help you understand it, to decipher it, so you understand what is being portrayed in the movie. And for those of you guys that's watching on a TikTok, you can follow the YouTube channel. The link is in the bio. So let's begin here.
This is the construct. It's our loading program. We can load anything from clothing to equipment, weapons, training simulations, anything we need.
Right now, we're inside a computer program.
Is it really so hard to believe? Your clothes are different, the plugs in your arms and head are gone. Your hair has changed.
Okay, so uh, he's mentioning that they are inside of a computer simulation, inside of a program. So first, we must understand that we are indeed in a simulation in the physical world, wherever you are, wherever you're experiencing. We are indeed inside of a computer. So, perfect example, let's say for a lot of you that played a Grand Theft Auto, you can see that everything looks so real. Everything, especially nowadays in hyper realistic video games, sometimes you can't even tell the difference. So imagine if you were placed inside of that video game. There is no way you could know or tell if you were in a video game, because everything would feel so real, everything would look so real. So this is the exact same thing here we are experiencing, because we've come here to experience the physical world, because we ourselves are spiritual being. We are not physical being, because being in this physical body, in this physical flesh, you have so many limitations. But you, as a true being, you are spirit, you are energy, you are consciousness. So there is no limit once you are in your true form, so outside of the physical body. So for a lot of you guys that astral project before, you've experienced this before. So you can fly, you can do whatever you want, you can go through walls, because your body is vibrating at a higher frequency. There is no limit. So this is when you are in your true form. So essentially, death doesn't exist. You just exit out of the physical body and you are in your true form. And this is where reincarnation comes in. You can come back and embody a different vehicle, which is the physical body, to experience the physical world again. So when we come in into this physical body, we are using an avatar. This is just an avatar, just like the movie Avatar, to experience the physical world, because in our true form, we don't have any senses. We don't know how it feels to be cold. We don't know how it feels to be hot. We can't touch anything. We can't feel anything, because we are just consciousness. But we are able to experience this physical world by using this physical body. We have senses. Uh, we have five senses, and as you age in progress, you unlock the sixth sense, which is intuition, just knowing and seeing with your third eye. So we have taste, touch, sight. What is it? Taste, touch, sight, um, I think I'm forgetting all the five senses, but you already know what the five senses are. So I'm going to continue to play this. So we came into, that's what the movie is referring to. We just come in, we're just seeing things in our physical world. It's not real. We create that through with our consciousness. So this is where anything you think of manifests into the physical world because you're creating it mentally. You're creating the world with your mind.
Your appearance now is what we call residual self-image. It is the mental projection of your digital self.
This isn't real.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
Okay, that's a key thing he just said. So the only way we know things are real is with our senses. If, for example, if you couldn't see, if you couldn't touch, if you couldn't feel anything, then nothing would exist to you. So, for example, to a blind person that never seen the world, they don't know how the world is. If a person was born deaf, if a person was or born blind, they don't know what sound is. They don't know what sight is. They don't know what the world is. It's only when we see things, when we feel things, when we smell things, when we hear things, then we are experiencing it. So if we don't experience something, it hasn't exist because we've never experienced it. If we never experienced touch, we wouldn't know how it feels to touch anything if we didn't have that sense. But if vice versa, if you don't see anything, how do you know it's real? How do you know it exists? Same thing, if you haven't tasted a certain food, how do you know how it tastes like? How do you know even if it exists? All this is just information that's being interpreted by your mind, by your brain to say, hey, this is real. But indeed, um, it's just a mental construct. It's just information that is being fed to your mind, to your subconscious, to your conscious mind, saying this is what this feels like, this is what this is. But in reality, it's just a simulation. We're just experiencing a simulation.
This is the world that you know. The world as it was at the end of the 20th century. It exists now only as part of a neural interactive simulation that we call the Matrix. You've been living in a dream world, Neo.
Okay, this is where it's important, guys. So for anyone that's experienced a vivid dreaming or lucid dreaming, everything feels real. You can't sometimes you can't even tell you that you're in a dream because everything feels so real. It's only after you've awakened that everything seems like it was a dream. But how do you know this life you are living, experiencing is not just a dream? Once you wake up, you will look back and say, wow, I was dreaming. That's just how it is, guys. This is a dream state. You are experiencing this life as a dream state because nothing is real. So, once you exit the physical body, you will see everything. There's no physical things, there's no physical objects. It's all light, it's all energy, vibrations, frequencies, and you will see that the world is really fake. Everything looks like a 2D version once you exit the physical body and you see that you are experiencing the real life, the real experience outside of the physical body because there's so many limitations that this physical body places on you. For anyone that has astral project that exited the physical body, you have seen the physical, you have seen the spiritual realm, you have seen that everything is just energy, everything is light. I've experienced it. So that's why I'm able to explain this to you, because you don't know anything if you haven't experienced it. So what he is referring to now is that you are in a simulation, guys. You can create anything you want, but you have to start using your most powerful tool, which is your mind. That is how you create things. But in a dream, when you are uh, having a vivid dream, or a lucid dream, anything you think manifest instantly, because there's no limitations of the physical body, there's no limitations of the 3D world. Because when you're creating in this physical world, in this 3D world, there's a very long delay. Or else, if there wasn't that delay, a lot of us will have destroyed ourselves. Because if we instantly think of something, which a lot of people think of fear of the most atrocious things in their life, it would instantly manifest and they would destroy themselves. That's why there's a delay. But in the dream world, that death doesn't exist, nothing physical exists, so your thoughts manifest instantly. So in a dream state, this is just a dream, another dream. You're just living life, experiencing a physical world, which is just a dream. Once you've exit the body, you will see everything was fake, guys. But it's unfortunate that a lot of people have to, um, for lack of a better word, die to see the truth. But you don't have to die before you see the truth, because death essentially doesn't exist. You can exit the physical body at will through either this two ways, three ways you can do this. One is through deep meditation. You put your physical body to sleep, and then you keep your mind awake, and then you can lift up out of your physical body. The second way is you can fast track that and do mushrooms, uh, psychedelics, LSD, DMT. Those will propel you out of the physical body. But you have to be careful to protect the physical body before you do that, or else other entities will try to enter your body to take control of your vehicle, of your avatar, if you don't protect it. So before you exit the body, you always have to protect it, because you will leave it open to entities to enter. So let's continue the video.
This is the world as it exists today.
Like, there's a lot of parts that's irrelevant, just like this scene here where they're showing your physical world. That's just for entertainment purposes, but you have to be able to see the truth. There's a just in like in Hollywood movies, there's a lot of hidden truths, and there's a lot of entertainment. So this is where I'm here to explain to you guys the truth, so you can see the truth, and it will help you along your journey in this physical life. Because this physical life is not the only life you have, guys. You are an eternal being. You will always exist, and you have always existed. So you will always be here for eternity. So you will just keep transforming, changing physical bodies to physical bodies, navigating different dimensions, navigating different realities, and jumping through dimensions and experiencing new lives. So that's why I say, whatever decision you are making now, always think future, long term, in eternity, because it will impact you. Any decision you make in this life will always have a ripple effect in your next life.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
We have only bits and pieces of information, but what we know for certain is that at some point in the early 21st century, all of mankind was united in celebration. We marveled at our own magnificence as we gave birth to AI.
AI. You mean artificial intelligence?
A singular consciousness that spawned an entire race of machines.
This is the reason why this movie was ahead of its time. It foreshadows what is about to happen, which is the age of AI, which is or now we are starting to see. So AI is not a bad thing, guys. As all things in life, there's good and bad, but it's also how you approach it, how you use it as well. So you can use AI for good things, you can use AI for bad things. But AI will be one of the biggest things in our lifetime, in our civilization, because it will help us a lot. So it will remove that burden from us doing tedious tasks, and then we can focus more into evolving as humans, into growing as spiritual beings, because we won't be focusing too much on the money. We can just focus on ourselves, because AI will help us along those lines.
We don't know who struck first, us or them, but we know that it was us that scorched the sky. At the time, they were dependent on solar power, and it was believed that they would be unable to survive without an energy source as abundant as the sun. Throughout human history, we have been dependent on machines to survive. Fate, it seems, is not without a sense of irony. The human body generates more bioelectricity than a 120-volt battery and over 25,000 BTUs of body heat. Combined with a form of fusion, the machines had found all the energy they would ever need.
And this is what I mentioned to you guys, that you are nothing but light energy. That's what he's referring to. The body is just made up of just pure atoms of electricity, of energy, pure energy. Like I mentioned to you guys before, um, for anyone that had any spiritual experiences that exited the body, you will see. Perfect example I can give you is watch the movie Lucy, and where she was just seeing through everything. And when she was seeing through everything, she was seeing with her third eye, because she took a psychedelic drug. That's the same thing. That's the same experience. If you take a psychedelic drug, you will see everything. You will see the truth. You will not see with your physical eye. You will see with your third eye, which is your mind. And you will see beyond this physical veil the limitation of your physical body.
There are fields, endless fields, where human beings are no longer born. We are grown. For the longest time, I wouldn't believe it. And then I saw the fields with my own eyes. Watched them liquefy the dead so they could be fed intravenously to the living. And standing there, facing the pure, horrifying precision, I came to realize the obviousness of the truth. What is the Matrix? Control. The Matrix is a computer-generated dream world, built to keep us under control in order to change a human being into this.
Okay, what he just said is the most powerful thing you will ever see, and I'm going to explain why. So, the world you're living now is not real. It's, like I said, it's a simulation. It's the Matrix. The Matrix is a construct. The Matrix is, let's say, the world have already being programmed is you program to do certain tasks. So majority of people, they just wake up, go to work, come back, eat, sleep, wake up, go back to work. uh, leave work, come back home, eat, sleep, and repeat. It's just this habitual cycle of doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. By the time you look back, you see your life has passes you by. So to exit the matrix means to exit that cycle, that habitual cycle of just going to work, chasing the money, going to work, giving your time away. When you give your time away, you're giving your energy away. So by going to work, working for the money, you've given 8 hours, 12 hours, however amount of time you spent at your job, you're giving your energy away. And that is essentially the battery, what he is referring to is energy. They are collecting your energy from you, because your energy is supposed to be used to create your life, to experience life. And by the time you have your 8 hours over, your 12 hours over, you feel depleted out of energy, because your energy has been drained physically, mentally, emotionally from you. So that's what they are referring to. All because you are chasing the dollar to live your life instead of using your mind to create the life you want. And then you wouldn't need a job, you would just be attracting the money and the wealth to you. So to exit the matrix means to start using your mind, because it's all a mental construct. You have to start from the mind. If you don't start from the mind, you don't have any control, and you cannot gain control, because it all starts from the mind. So by programming the mind, because a lot of people have been programmed that way to live their life thinking, hey, I need to go to school. I need to study. I need to get a degree. After degree, I need to go get a job. And after you get the job, you work 40 years, 50 years, giving your life away without ever having to experience life. So by the time you are on your deathbed, you have all this regret that you've never really lived life. So this is where you need to start breaking that cycle, guys. Start using your mind to break free from the matrix, because the matrix is nothing bad. It's all a mental construct. It's all how you approach it. So if you think the matrix is bad, that's all your mind is going to reflect back to you. But if you think the matrix is good, it's only going to reflect good things to you. It's all about your mindset. So the way to break free from the matrix is to hack the mind or reprogram the mind. So I'll be making more videos how to reprogram the subconscious mind, how to take control of the mind. I've already made previous videos. I'll make separate sections of this topic, how hacking the mind, hacking the subconscious mind, reprogramming the subconscious mind, so you can exit the matrix and start living the life you want and just experiencing life. And you have control. The most important control you will have is what you do, how you do it, when you do it, and that's the total freedom you need. What you do, how you do it, when you do it, and I think it's four hows. So that way you gain control. And once you exit the matrix, you will never see life the same again.
No. I don't believe it. It's not possible.
I didn't say it would be easy, Neo. I just said it would be the truth.
Stop.
And another thing, reason why he's freaking out is after hearing the truth, is the mind has been programmed. Once the mind has been programmed, any truth or anything you say to someone that contradict their belief, the mind will start to break down physically. You will start to feel a certain way, and the mind will not accept the truth. They will not accept it because it's going to break that reality that you've been living. So for me, it was very, very, very difficult to break out of that cycle, break out of that habit of living in the matrix, especially when I was hearing the truth. You know, especially when someone is telling you truth, you just think they're crazy until you've uh, reprogram the mind, exit the matrix. You will realize, hey, this guy was telling the truth. So that's why he's freaking out now, because the mind is difficult to accept. So if I tell you something that you haven't been programmed by the media or whatever else, it's going to be difficult for you to grasp the concept, to understand it, and you're going to have that cognitive dissonance within your mind, that it's going to be very difficult for the mind to even try to grasp the two concepts that you hold within your mind. So it's just going to be a fight between what you believe in and the new information.
Let me out! Let me out! I want out!
Easy, Neo. Easy.
Get this
Okay, and this is where he wakes up. So once we have exit this physical body, then we will enter the real world, which is life outside of this physical limitation, where we will be jumping through dimensions, uh, going through dimensions, different realities. Like I said, you don't have to wait until you have deceased to experience this. There's many ways I've explained how you can experience it. The most natural way is through deep meditation. And if you just want to just get a glimpse of what it feels like without doing, because it's going to be difficult. The process of the natural way is takes time. So if you just want to just bypass all that and just see what it's like, you would have to take DMT. I recommend mushrooms, 1.9 gram of mushrooms. And then, but before that, you have to protect your physical body with mentally imagining your physical body surrounded by bright light. That is how you protect your physical body from dark entities coming into your physical body. And this is the reason why a lot of people become possessed, because either when they leave the physical body, they didn't protect the physical body, and then another being, another spirit entered the body. And now once they return into the physical body, now there's a fight between these two spirits inside of the body, fighting for the vehicle, fighting for the physical body. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on important videos. Peace.